things to consider before choosing your next spiritual guru, teacher, or guide. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite pirate captain. It's your favorite auntie, uncle. It's your favorite goddess king. It's your favorite hood healer, high priestess, motivational, dominatrix, LadySpeech in the place to be. And I want to welcome you back to my channel. You could be anywhere in the world. As a matter of fact, you are somewhere in the world, darling. You are somewhere in the world. You somewhere on this planet. You somewhere on this spinning rock. And you're choosing to share a little bit of time and space with me. So thank you for that. If you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, if you're feeling any of this, if you're feeling any of me, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notifications bell to keep up with everything I'm putting down over here. Now, let's get into today's video. Shall we? Now, I didn't want to take up all your time. I just want to take up a bit of your time. And we are revisiting a subject that I have actually spoken about. I've made a whole entire video about it on this here channel. You can dig through this magic playlist in order to find it. But it's been a while, and the first time I did a video about this subject, I said I wanted to do a series of videos about this, and that never happened. So we're going to revisit this information and do that series that I talked about in that first video. As you saw from the intro, today is all about 3 considerations that are extremely important, in my opinion, to take into account when you are choosing the right spiritual guru, guide, and teacher for you. Now, I'm specifically talking about spiritual gurus and guides and teachers, but this might apply to other areas of your life. So if it applies to you, take it and do what you will with it. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I said, let's get into it. Let's get into it. When it comes to choosing the right spiritual guru, guide, teacher for you, my first suggestion, my first magic tip and trick, my first consideration that I offer to you is instincts and intuition, baby. Instincts and intuition. Develop it. Trust it. Lean into it. Because it could save your life. And at the very least, it'll save you from a lot of heartbreak. Let's break it down. I can tell you from personal experience, and I can also tell you from hearing the stories of so many people who have had the worst interactions with spiritual gurus and guides and teachers, and this is across faith, honey. I'm talking from Wicca to African traditional religions to indigenous faiths, to Christianity, to Abrahamic religions, to Islam, to the Jewish faith, across faiths, spiritualities, and practices, okay? I've met a lot of people and heard a lot of stories of folks encountering the worst teachers, gurus, and guides. The worst. And one thing that is common throughout a lot of those stories and with my own stories is that our instinct and our intuition told us something before these people started acting out. Now, I'm over 20 years deep in this mystical magic, hoodoo, conjure, practicing life. Over 20 years deep in the game, okay? And now that I am older, I have gotten real good with trusting my instincts. I don't question them. I don't question my intuition whatsoever. I trust it. I trust my intuition with everything that I've got. But I had to develop that trust with my intuition. I come from a very abusive background. I was abused severely and extremely, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. All 4 bodies. I was abused bad. In addition to that, I had a healthy dose of abandonment issues from parents just up and walking all the way away, okay? because of the nature of my abuse, because of the amount of gaslighting that I endured at the hands of my abusers, being able to trust my instincts and my intuition is something that did not come natural to me. Now, can I remember my instincts and my intuition always being present with me as I was growing up? Yes. But I do remember the years when I stopped trusting it as much. And I remember the years as I started doing my healing work when I began to trust it more, and the difference between a lot of my life decisions. Intuition and instincts, intuition and instincts, intuition and instincts, intuition and instincts. Learn to trust yours. Learn to be in connection with yours. This is going to be important because I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes the universe, the spirits, will send the wrong people with the right message. There's going to be spiritual gurus and guides that stay with you for a long time. There are going to be gurus and guides and teachers that stay with you for a specific time. Then there's going to be gurus and guides and teachers that come to you that are with you for only a specific lesson. Here's the thing. The last person that I was very excited, I was actively looking for a teacher within the Haitian voodoo space. I am a student of voodoo. I am a practitioner of voodoo. It has been given to me by the Loa. It has been given to me in many readings that I am supposed to pursue my priestesshood in voodoo. I thought I found a teacher that was going to work for me. And initially, I was all about it. When I divined on it with my own spirits, when I talked about it with my own spirits, my spirit said, yes, you are in fact supposed to learn some things from this person. Yes, this person is supposed to give you a certain reading that introduces you to your spiritual court. They are supposed to teach you some things. They're supposed to open some doors for you. So I was like, yes, okay, here we go. I got my reading from them. I got some really good information from them. They did exactly what Spirit told me they were supposed to do. There came a point when my instincts told me that this person wasn't going to work out long term for me. And that saddened me because I really thought I found someone. I really thought I found someone. So my initial reaction to that news was very sad. My initial reaction when my spidey senses started tingling, I was like, oh no. I processed that information. I sat with those feelings. I processed those feelings, and then I released those feelings. And I let the download from Spirit come to me. I let Spirit speak to me about what that lesson was. And Spirit literally was like, this person is not the right teacher for you long term. They are the wrong teacher for you long term, but they came to give you the right information. The information that you received from them, the connection that you had with them, that was pure. That was true. You got exactly what you needed to get. They are a learned person. They are a scholarly person. They know what they know. They know what they know. But my instincts were like, they are not in alignment with who you are. Politically, they are not in alignment with who you are. Spiritually, they're not in alignment with who you are. Healing wise, they are not in alignment with who you are. They had a specific lesson. They had some things. They had some tools. We needed them to give to you. We needed them to open up some doors within you that only they could access. Once that happened, it was time for me to exit stage left. My instincts tripped me off about that. I followed my instincts, and because I did, I got to interact with this person and have a peaceful interaction with this person. And once I was able to have a peaceful interaction with this person, we parted ways in a peaceful way. Now, this person has had volatile interactions with other people, but I skipped all of that because I listened to my instincts and my intuition. Your instincts and your intuition will often tell you when someone is not the right teacher for you. They will tell you when this person means you harm. They will tell you when this person isn't just the right fit. Sometimes it's nothing malicious. Y'all just don't have the personalities that are going to blend. Sometimes y'all do have the personalities that are going to blend, but they don't have the teaching style that's going to assist you and advance you as a student. Listening to your instincts and intuition is going to get you far. Trusting your instincts, not just listening. You have to listen, you have to trust, and you have to obey your instincts and your intuition. And again, for some of you, this means you're going to need to develop them, or you're going to need to do some healing work around how you have been disconnected from your instincts and intuition, how you've been trained into not trusting yourself. For some of you, that's where the lesson is going to be. You're going to need to do some decolonization and some unraveling as to how you got to a space where you don't trust yourself or you don't trust your instincts. Because, baby, trusting your instincts will save you from a lot of heartbreak. And in this spiritual game, it could possibly save your life. On the flip side, trusting your instincts and intuition will get you to the right teachers. There have been people that I have met and they just resonated in my soul. I'm going to tell you something. Each and every time I have met someone who had a message from me, I felt it in my tummy days before they ever gave me the message. Anytime I've ever encountered one of my profound mentors, when I actually have, in the spiritual space and in other spaces, anytime that I have encountered a teacher that has changed my life, I felt it in my tummy. I felt it in my spidey sense tingle, all of it just went off. So instincts and intuition work both ways. Not only will it help you keep you from the not so great people, but it'll also get you towards the people you need to be talking to. It is my instincts and intuition that led me to speak to a lot of the people or reach out to the people who have become my mentors, my trusted guides, and my gurus. By trusting my intuition, I was able to reach out to them and get the schooling, get the education, get the mentoring I needed. Instincts and intuition, baby. Instincts and intuition. When it comes to choosing the right guru, guide, teacher for you, my magic tip consideration number 2 is to be very aware of what your issues are with authority figures. Be very aware of that. Self-awareness is key. And that's going to be the root of these next 2 tips. Self-awareness is key, okay? Know your issues. Do you have parent issues? Do you have daddy issues? Were you raised by authority figures who abused you? Do you have problems with authority? These are things to consider when choosing the proper guru, guide, spiritual teacher for you. And let's talk about why. First and foremost, I'm going to tell you this. Across faiths, across practices, there are teachers who we believe with everything in us in what we are doing and the practice we are practicing and what we are teaching. We have integrity. We want our students to win. We are dedicated students on our own to the craft, to the project, to the practice, to the magic. We have good character and good intentions. We are accountable. There are teachers who mean you well. There are teachers who are working their ass off to be the best teacher for you. And then there are teachers who are in this game to take advantage of you. There are people who ascend to the role of teacher, of guru, of guide, simply to have power over people because they feel powerless in their own life, or maybe they feel powerful in their own life and they want to feel power over other people. There are people who get into positions of power, teachers, gurus, and guides, just to take advantage of people, just to prey on vulnerable people. I just put out a video, and the message of that video was know yourself, good, bad, and ugly, and in between. Know who you are. The great things about you, the messed up things about you. Know who you are, because there will be other people who make it their job and their mission to know you better than you know yourself. And they will use these parts of you that they know for their own gain and for their highest good. I have watched gurus and guides pray on their congregation, pray on their Ile, pray on their Soya, pray on their covens. I have watched people use people's abandonment issues against them, use people's mommy issues against them, use people's daddy issues against them. Know what you have going on. I've watched people who have used people's problem with authority against them. Know who you are, know what your issues are, and actively be working on them. Even if you're not working on them, know what those issues are. So, if a not so great guru, guide, or teacher begins to manipulate those issues, you can recognize it. Also, knowing who you are and knowing what your issues are in regards to people with authority will help you if you're acting up, if you're the one who's the problem in that teacher-student dynamic. Sometimes it's not your teacher who's the issue, it's you. Sometimes your teacher is loving and they're firm and they're amazing, and it's your daddy issues. You want an inappropriate relationship with this person. It's your mommy issues. You want an inappropriate relationship with this person, or you are not acting correctly. Sometimes the teacher is putting actually healthy, good boundaries up and on you and on the situation, but because you've never had that, you're reading it differently. Know who you are. Know what your ish is. Know what your issues are, because this is going to help you be better on your end in your relationship with a chosen guru, teacher, or guide. Also, it can help prevent you not being manipulated by the ones who are so good at masking their evilness, who are so good at masking their nefariousness and their maliciousness. This will help you stay safe from those ones. And baby, this is across faith, from the Abrahamic religions to the African traditional religions to the indigenous religions, honey. There are great people in all faiths, and there are despicable people in all faiths. Having a grasp on your issues, knowing those things, will help you to work on those things when and if they get triggered. And also, it makes you less susceptible to be manipulated. Self-awareness is key. Speaking of self-awareness, get to know yourself as a student. Get to know yourself as a student. Get to know yourself as a student so you know what you need from a teacher. Get to know yourself as a student. How do you learn best? What is your communication style? What are your needs as a student? Are you neurodivergent? Do you have certain needs when it comes to learning certain things? Get to know yourself as a student. Get to know yourself as a student. So then you can be informed when looking for a teacher, a guru, or guide that works for you. Baby, there are some teachers who, they're never going to be hands-on with you. All they're going to do is lecture to you. They'll send you every link, every resource. They will sit on Zooms and lecture with you, but you're never going to practice with them. And some people that works. Some people, some gurus, guides, teachers want to practice hands-on with you. It's going to be Zoom meetings, one-on-one meetings. I'm all in your homework. I'm involved. I'm calling you all the time. Like, that's some teachers. Some teachers are in between. Get to know yourself as a student. I see a lot of people who choose gurus and guides, and once they're in that relationship, they get mad at their guru and guide for not meeting their needs when these needs weren't even stated to the guru and the guide or the teacher at the beginning of this relationship. And this person might not even know their needs. Knowing who you are and how you learn, how you act, and what you need, what you require, what you desire as a student, that's going to be key in a lot of this. Knowing what your time looks like. How often do you need to meet with this person? How often do you need to meet with your guru and guide in order to keep these lessons nice and fresh? What is your best communication style? There are some gurus and guides who they don't want to talk to you on the phone. They're gonna email you though. They're gonna text the hell out of you, but they ain't never gonna call you. It'll be a rare time when they call you. What is your communication style? Okay? What's your learning style? All right? All of that. Are you a morning person? Are you an evening person? All of those things. When it is time to embark on a journey of learning with a guru, a guide, a teacher, knowing who you are as a student so that you can prepare your teacher is going to go far for you. There are some of your gurus and guides and teachers who are really good at teaching. But even the really good ones, we aren't mind readers. You need to come to us to help us help you. Any information you can give us about yourself to help us help you will be good. Also, knowing yourself as a student, being able to come to your teacher with your needs allows your teacher, allows your guru, it allows your guide to be able to determine on their end if they can teach you, if they have what it takes, if they can meet your needs. And also understanding yourself as a student, you will be able to identify quicker if that teacher, if that guru, if that guide is right for you. Self-awareness is key, in my opinion. Self-awareness is key. Self-awareness is key. And that's that on choosing the right spiritual guru, guide, and teacher for you. If you made it to this video, gold star for you, baby. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your time and your attention. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for tuning in and listening, baby. This is something I'm passionate about, and like I said, I will be doing a series about this. I already have a whole nother video about it, so you can feel free to check that out. I will be revisiting this subject a few times via the magic tricks and tips series on this here page, so make sure you stay tuned and all that good stuff. Now, I didn't want to take up all your time. I just wanted to take up a little bit of your time, and that mission has been accomplished. So now it's time to say goodbye to all my company. Yeah. Just in case nobody has told you today, you are valuable. You are amazing, and you are divine. You are valuable. You are amazing, and you are divine. Don't you forget. Don't you forget. It's easy to forget. Don't forget. And if you do forget, I'm here to remind you. Now you know the drill. If you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, if you're feeling any of this, and if you're feeling any of me, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell so you can keep up with everything I'm putting down over here, alright? Let me know in the comments what your experience has been with good teachers. Have you had a good spiritual teacher? What made them a good teacher, guru, guide for you? Have you had experience with a bad teacher? What made them a bad teacher? What made that a not so great experience? Let's talk about it in the comments. Let's get educated. Let's support each other. Let's help each other. Let's share knowledge and information so we can all grow. So we can all make our way towards the right gurus, guides, and teachers for us. All right? All right, my loves. Well, it's time for me to say goodbye. You have yourself a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, a good middle of the night, a good middle of the morning, a good middle of the evening, good whenever you encounter this. Okay, and God, Goddess, Creator, Loa, Orisha, ancestors, guardian, angels, spirit, animal allies, willing, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Mwah. Peace.